Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One-of-a-kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy myself, they can't.
Hello, you ready? Okay. Hello, darlings. Welcome back to Cognac's Corner. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and I'm here with famous actor Billy Landis and fashion designer, stylist Patricia Parenti. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Cognac's Corner. It's a long time no see.
Yes, it's been a while.
Thank you, Cognac.
So tell me, Billy, you've been busy on a movie set for the past month. Tell my audience all about that.
Yes, I was working on the film Taking of Pelham 123. It's a remake of that classic film from the 70s where a terrorist kidnaps a group of subway passengers and then holds them for ransom. And the roles are played by John Travolta, who plays the terrorist, and Denzel Washington, who plays the dispatcher.
Tell my audience your character in the movie. You have a speaking part in the movie.
Yes, my character's name is Ramirez, and I play the assistant to the head of the MTA. So there's a lot of, most of the scenes that I was in take place in the office. Now they're shooting a lot on, on location, but all my scenes took place in the office. So the action takes place over the course of one day. I think from like 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So all that was happening during the span of 3 hours.
Now, how did you get this part? I'm sure you sent your headshot to many casting agencies, but how did you get this particular role?
Well, I auditioned for the casting director, and then...
That's usually how it's done, darling.
And then I met with the director, Tony Scott.
Tony Scott, the director. He's a famous director.
Tony,
that's a privilege to be directed by such a fabulous director, Tony Scott.
A lot of famous movies like Top Gun and a lot of action movies.
What's he like?
He's very down to earth. He's got a wicked sense of humor. You know,
wicked.
He's British.
Yes, I love British men, by the way.
So if you appreciate British humor, you'll appreciate him. Working with him was amazing. He's a very, very different type of director. He's because usually American directors are more cut and dry. I just noticed with European directors, they're a little more attuned to the acting process. And that's what the feeling I got from him.
Did he make you come back for many, many auditions, or was it just like 1 or 2 and that was it?
No, it was a process of elimination that he was thinking about different people, male and female, for this particular role.
Male and female?
Male and female. So he really didn't know and then it was, first there was 25, and then they eliminated 10, and then they eliminated 8, and then
That's
5.
Usually how it is.
I know. Mind-boggling.
It's funny because, I interviewed Carolyn Gorney, the actress that was in the movie Saturday Night Fever, and she told me that it was many, many interviews, and she just did not know she was really going to get this part or not.
I didn't think I was going to get it. I really didn't think, but I left the studio hoping for the best. When I came back the next day, when I walked into the studio gates, the security guard said, "Congratulations." And I said, "For what?" I didn't know. He's like, I couldn't believe it.
I understand that it's going to be an awesome movie, Pelham 123.
Yeah, I mean, it has I think it's $120 million budget.
Wow.
So, I mean, they had to recreate the whole subway car in the studio for all the scenes that take place with the hijackers. And so they really went all out for it. Now they're shooting in Times Square and
Yeah, I know. They're different
locations.
Did you have a chance to talk to John Travolta?
John Travolta is amazing. He was so down to earth, very, just very charismatic. Almost like he's running for mayor. He would just come over,
he's
shake.
very political, isn't he?
Yet you know, he was very nice.
I'm still in love with him. I'm still in love with
Vinnie
him.
Barbarino from Welcome Back, Kotter.
I remember him from Vinnie Barbarino from Welcome Back, but I'm still in love with him from Saturday Night Fever.
Grease.
And
too.
you know what? My press photographer, Shane, I'll never forget, I bought that movie, Saturday Night Fever. He was like, oh, he's gorgeous. He has like a crush on him.
He is very attractive.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Even I tell you the truth, even now that he's an older man, I still think he's sexy. What do you think, Patricia? You think he's still sexy?
Yeah, definitely. He looks like the guy who grew up across the street. For real.
Patricia, I love you.
He looks like Jamie Mano. Jamie Mano and I grew up across the street.
In Rochester.
In Rochester.
By the way, this is Patricia Parenti. If you don't remember, a few minutes ago when I interviewed her, introduced her to the cameras, she's a very famous fashion designer, and she has a glove line that's out of this world.
Very nice.
So you think he looks like across the street, your next door neighbor?
No, across the street neighbor. Jamie Mano lived across the street. We lived at 9, he lived at 16. And literally across the street, I grew up with him 21 years until I left home. And I still see him when I go back there, and he looks just like John Travolta now. And
Do you think that John Travolta's still a hunk? Do you think he's still a hunk?
Yes, he's
I
still.
totally agree. I think he's still a hunk. I think he's still sexy. He still does it for me. I love John Travolta.
I mean, just because he gets older doesn't mean you can be less attractive.
I agree. I mean, and he's
fun be wasted on young people.
he's aged very well. He has. He really still looks very handsome. He's got all his hair. He's tall. He's got that dimple, which is very sexy.
Yeah, he looks great.
That dimple, darling, will do it to me every time.
But it's his personality.
Yes, his personality. We all want to do that, darling.
Because you're kind of limited. You know, you have to be submitted, and sometimes you have an idea and you want to pursue it. So I think sometimes it works in your favor if you have an idea and you pursue it.
Creation.
Creation.
And then we could get Patricia to be in the movie too. What would you like, Patricia? What role would you think she'd be perfect as?
Patricia, I think. Well, like a Sex in the City, one of the characters is
Absolutely. Sex in the City all the way, darling.
She would be the Christian Davis character.
Oh, she's perfect. You're right. My audience, do you have a website or any information where people can find out more information about you?
I do. BillyLandis.com, and I have it's under construction, but it should be up and running in around another month. It's like a look-see page and also a bio of some of the work that I've been doing.
Terrific. You sexy thing, you. Are you going to give me a kiss goodbye?
Of course. 2, actually.
Yes, she's going to help me launch that pink champagne bubble. Salute, darlings. Let's have some champagne.
And salute with the champagne.
Yes.
That's good, isn't it? Gonna give me a kiss goodbye, darlings? Give me a kiss.
Another one.
Don't forget, tonight, cake or champagne.
Bubble bath. Keep watching, darlings. More celebrity interviews coming up. Pink champagne kisses.
Some of you know Bridget Fardell. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in